Hello, this is Kendra Von Esch of Shalom World, bringing you the news from around the globe. Argentinian Emeritus Archbishop Aguer has urged the faithful not to vote for candidates or parties that support abortion, insisting that voting for them would be a mortal sin. He said, "In choosing whom to vote for in Argentina's upcoming elections, the abortion issue is one of the chief topics to consider. Opting for a pro-abortion candidate or for a party that includes abortion in its platform is a mortal sin. We become accomplices if we vote for people who are going to pass a law that facilitates abortion or that legalizes this abominable crime." The Archbishop's reflections mirrored those of Pope Francis, who said last month that abortion is never the answer, comparing it to hiring a hitman to kill someone. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas issued a blistering attack against erroneous precedent and the observance of the legal principle of stare decisis, which is Latin for let the decision stand. Experts perceive his comments as laying the groundwork to overturn Roe v. Wade. Thomas shared his opinion about Gamble versus the United States, a case concerning double jeopardy, which prohibits an individual from being charged twice for the same crime. Pro-life and pro-choice advocates quickly noted the implications of his reasoning for a slew of future cases, including a potential revisiting of Roe v. Wade. Thomas wrote in his judgment that when faced with a demonstrably erroneous precedent, my rule is simple: we should not follow it. The U.S. Supreme Court chose not to review a case regarding a baker's refusal to make a wedding cake for a gay couple in Oregon.
I'm really sorry we don't do cakes for same-sex weddings.
Melissa and Aaron Klein, owners of Sweet Cakes by Melissa, a bakery in Portland that is now closed, were hit with a $135,000 fine after refusing to make a wedding cake for a lesbian couple in 2013. The Kleins cited religious beliefs as their reason for not providing services for a gay wedding. The case has reinvigorated a heated debate about freedom of religion and First Amendment speech rights. On Monday, the Supreme Court sent the Klein case back down to a lower court for further consideration. This decision was made in light of the court's previous ruling in favor of a Colorado baker who refused to make a cake for a same-sex couple. Last year, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled the Colorado Civil Rights Commission showed open hostility to the owner's religious beliefs when he was penalized for refusing to bake a cake for a gay wedding.
In the UK, the Department of Health and Social Services reported 200,608 UK residents and nearly 5,000 non-residents had an abortion last year. This is more than the previous high record back in 2008. Claire McCarthy, spokesperson for the pro-life nonprofit Right to Life, said this recent record is a national tragedy.
These abortions represents a failure of our society to protect the lives of babies in the womb and a failure to offer full support to women who are experiencing unplanned pregnancies. And we as an organisation, we're calling on the government to urgently bring forward sensible new restrictions and increase support for women with unplanned pregnancies. Because we need to make sure that we are working together as a society to reduce this tragic number of abortions that take place every year.
She said every one of these abortions represents a failure of our society to protect the lives of babies in the womb and a failure to offer full support to women with unplanned pregnancies. McCarthy said, on the other side, pro-abortion groups are pushing to remove restrictions on abortions, which will only make these numbers worse. Thanks for watching and for your support. Stay in touch on social media, on our app, and online at shalomworld.org. May you walk in the light of the Lord, and may peace be with you always.